Yo, y'all better sit down for this one because the industry is shaking and the charts. Man, the charts are in flames. While everybody's been busy watching Drake swing back at the air and J. Cole vanish into thin smoke, Kendrick Lamar just did the unthinkable, and he did it without saying a single word. That's right, Kung Fu Kenny just pulled off the quietest takeover in rap history. No interviews, no tweets, no Instagram stories, just pure power moves, and the world didn't even see it coming. His old classics too, Pimp a Butterfly, DAMN, Section.at, they're not just climbing the charts, they're straight up dominating. And here's the real kicker. Insiders say this silent wave might be Kendrick's revenge for being snubbed, underrated, and disrespected for years. The fans are in a frenzy. Spotify servers are reportedly overheating, and rumor has it a few artists are nervous. Real nervous. But what's behind this mysterious surge? A leaked conversation with Top Dog suggests this might be more than just numbers. This could be Kendrick's final strike before he leaves the game for good. You thought it was quiet? Nah, it's the calm before the storm. Let's get into it. So picture this. It's a regular Monday morning in Los Angeles. Skies are hazy. The industry's still catching its breath from the latest Kanye meltdown and the whispers of Drake's rumored new diss. Then, out of nowhere, the charts start shifting. No promo, no rollout, no sneak peek or surprise drop. Just a wave, a Kendrick Lamar wave. And nobody saw it coming. Streaming platforms started glitching. Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, all reporting unexplained spikes in streams from Kendrick's old catalog. Not new music, not leaks, old classics. Songs like Mortal Man, Wesley's Theory, DNA, and Rigor Mortis were being played millions of times per hour. Fans started posting screenshots like crazy. Why is To Pimp a Butterfly trending in 2025? One fan tweeted. Another wrote, "Is Kendrick even alive? What's going on?" The confusion turned to curiosity, and then curiosity turned into chaos. It all started when a mysterious Reddit user dropped a cryptic post in the hip-hop conspiracy thread. The post simply said, "The ghost of Tupac has been summoned." Go back to Kendrick's roots. Clues are everywhere. Within hours, fans were deep diving into Kendrick's old interviews, decoding lyrics, even analyzing the background noise on his music videos for hidden messages. Someone swore they heard Kendrick whisper, "The industry is dying backwards," in the outro of All Right. Another fan claimed he saw a shadow figure in the Element video that looked exactly like a young Suga Knight. As wild as it sounds, this online frenzy sparked a real-world reaction. Physical copies of Good Kid M.A.D City were being bought in record numbers. Vinyl sold out overnight. Independent record stores reported triple the sales. One store owner in Compton said, "It's like people are waking up from a spell. They're coming in here crying, saying Kendrick saved their soul. I ain't never seen nothing like it." But behind the scenes, things were getting even stranger. At Top Dog Entertainment headquarters, a quiet tension was brewing. A leaked voicemail allegedly from Kendrick to Teed CEO Anthony Top Dog Tfeth made its way online. In the message, Kendrick says, "I told you, I don't need a rollout. They'll come to me when it's time. It's just like before. But this time, it's different." Fans dissected every word. Was this proof of a silent marketing strategy? Or was Kendrick hinting at something deeper? Maybe spiritual? Maybe political? Maybe personal? Soon, rumors began to swirl that Kendrick had been working on a secret visual project for over 2 years, a docuseries about the history of West Coast rap and its cultural impact on Black youth. But here's the twist. Insiders say the doc was finished months ago, but shelved by executives at a major streaming platform for being too controversial. Allegedly, it included never-before-seen footage of Kendrick confronting a major label executive about racial bias in hip-hop award shows. According to one anonymous editor, Kendrick looked that man dead in the eye and said, You treat my pain like performance art. But this is my reality. The room went silent. No one knew what to say. And that's where things start getting dark, really dark. Shortly after that confrontation, Kendrick vanished. No appearances, no social media posts, no interviews. Even family members started asking questions. His cousin, Baby Keem, who had been tight-lipped for months, suddenly posted and deleted an Instagram story showing a studio door with the words, "You weren't listening," scribbled across it in red marker. Fans went into detective mode. They zoomed in, enhanced the image, and matched the handwriting to an old notebook Kendrick had used during his damn tour. The conclusion: Kendrick was working. And he was angry. Meanwhile, other artists started acting strange. A-listers like Drake. And Travis Scott reportedly canceled last-minute studio sessions. Even Tyler, the Creator, made a cryptic comment during an IG Live saying, "The king's moving in silence." And y'all about to feel that quake. Insiders say there's been an internal panic among certain label execs. They fear that Kendrick's quiet takeover could shift the entire soundscape of mainstream hip-hop. One producer even said, if he drops, everyone's album gets pushed back. No one wants to go head-to-head with that man. But here's where it gets even messier. A source close to Kendrick's camp revealed that someone inside the music industry might have been trying to sabotage the comeback. Allegedly, a series of false legal threats were sent to streaming services claiming sample clearance issues on Kendrick's older tracks. These threats nearly led to the temporary removal of "To Pimp a Butterfly" from Spotify, until fans noticed, screenshotted, and went full-on digital protest mode. Thousands of tweets with the hashtag #DONTTouchTPAB started trending. The backlash was so loud that even Spotify's official account had to respond, saying, "We hear you," and the butterfly stays. And yet, throughout all of this chaos, Kendrick said nothing. Not a single post, not a single statement. His silence became louder than a diss track. Fans began to refer to it as the Kendrick effect. Think about it. While others argue on Twitter and fight for clout, Kendrick makes timeless music that speaks for itself. And right now, that music is speaking louder than ever, but not everyone is celebrating. Inside Kendrick's own circle, there's been division. Word is an emotional rift has formed between the whispers turned to roars overnight. By Tuesday morning, the internet was on fire with speculation because the old rival who reemerged wasn't just a random rapper looking for clout. It was Big Sean. Yes, that Big Sean. It's the same artist who had once been considered Kendrick's peer. The same one rumored to have beef bubbling under the surface since Kendrick's infamous Control verse. Back in 2013, when Kendrick dropped that atomic bomb of a feature and called out every top name in the game, including Sean, people thought it was just friendly competition. But insiders say Sean never fully recovered from the blow. And what made it worse? That beat. It was Sean's. Kendrick bodied everybody. On Sean's own track now. More than a decade later, Big Sean popped up out of nowhere during a surprise set at a Detroit festival and said this on the mic. "Some people talk about watching the game. I've been rebuilding the court." The crowd went insane. Was it a diss? Was it a warning? Fans immediately started comparing the timing, just as Kendrick's classics are surging. Sean makes a return with what looks like a direct challenge. Sources close to Sean say he's been sitting on a vault of unreleased music aimed squarely at the West Coast Pharaoh, and that he's tired of being seen as the quiet one. Apparently, there's still real resentment there, not just musically, but personally. One industry insider revealed that during a 2016 studio session, Sean was overheard saying they treat him like a prophet. "But me, I bleed too. I got bars, but nobody's listening." The energy is heavy. And it's not just between Sean and Kendrick. Fans on both sides are going at it online. Comment sections are flooded with arguments. Kendrick fans calling Sean delusional and desperate. while Sean stans are saying Kendrick ain't dropped a real bar in years. One fan tweeted, "If Sean really comes for Kendrick, he'd better come with a fire extinguisher too, because this is how careers get burned." But what people don't know is that this beef isn't just about lyrics. It's about a deeper betrayal that goes back to a hidden moment in 2018. Reportedly, Kendrick was slated to co-headline joint tours with Sean, a unity tour meant to squash the tension and celebrate lyrical greatness. Contracts were drawn, rehearsals began, even merch was printed. But weeks before the announcement, Kendrick pulled out. No explanation, no refund. It's just gone. That left Sean not only embarrassed, but allegedly millions of dollars in the hole. Former tour promoter spilled the tea anonymously, saying that decision nearly bankrupted the whole rollout. "We had investors, venues, everything. And Kendrick just ghosted." Sean never forgave him. Fast forward to now, and all that repressed animosity is bubbling to the surface again. And it's happening at the worst possible time for Kendrick. Because as the drama with Sean heats up, another crack is forming, this time inside Kendrick's own camp. Multiple sources are reporting a sudden fallout between Kendrick and Dave Free, the longtime collaborator and co-founder of PG Long. For years, they were seen as a creative powerhouse, responsible for some of Kendrick's most visionary visuals and artistic decisions. But now, something has shifted. Word on the street is that Dave felt blindsided by Kendrick's recent moves, especially the mysterious visual prophecy project that Kendrick allegedly completed in secret, without including him in post-production. A source close to Pagilong said Dave felt like he was being cut out, like Kendrick didn't trust him anymore. And for two brothers who came up from nothing together, that hit deep. What happened next left fans heartbroken. Dave unfollowed Kendrick on Instagram. No announcement. No shade, just a quiet digital breakup. But in this era, silence is noise. And fans noticed immediately. Screenshots spread like wildfire. Headlines read Kendrick and Dave Free split, and the emotional toll of it all became undeniable. This wasn't just business. This was family. People forget Pagilong wasn't a label. It was supposed to be a movement, a creative sanctuary. It's a place where Kendrick could finally own his voice, his vision, his destiny. And now, the foundation looks like it's cracking. And if that wasn't enough emotional weight, there's another storm brewing, this time from Kendrick's own neighborhood. Residents of Compton have mixed feelings about Kendrick's silent success. Some see him as a legend, a prophet who made it out and never forgot where he came from. But others feel abandoned. A community organizer named Keisha went viral for posting a video saying, "We love K... but we ain't seen him in years. We got kids out here struggling, dreaming of what he did, but where's he at now? Sometimes it feels like he ghosted the whole hood." The video sparked debate online. Some fans defended Kendrick, saying he gives back quietly and moves in silence. Others agreed with Keisha, arguing that it's not just about money, it's about presence, mentorship, being seen, being felt. The emotional weight is suffocating. Kendrick's silence, once seen as mysterious and powerful, is now being questioned. Is he pulling strings from the shadows? Or is he losing touch with the very roots that made him the voice of a generation? But just when you think the drama is reaching its boiling point, a new twist drops. A respected journalist known for her deep industry connections releases a shocking expose titled "The Kendrick Paradox: Genius or Ghost?" In the article, she suggests that Kendrick has been quietly meeting with civil rights leaders, tech moguls, and international scholars to create a post-rap legacy blueprint. Her claim, Kendrick plans to leave music entirely and enter the world of global activism. The internet goes berserk. Some fans are in awe, calling him the Black Messiah of the modern era. Others are devastated, feeling like they're about to lose the artist who voiced their pain, dreams, and identity. One fan's comment summed it up. If Kendrick leaves rap, it's like losing the North Star. Who else gonna speak truth in this chaos? And yet, Kendrick still says nothing. No. Denial. No confirmation, no post, just the music. Still climbing, still dominating, still untouched. And the question echoes louder than ever. Is this Kendrick's rebirth or his goodbye? The silence surrounding Kendrick became unbearable. Every blog, podcast, and hip-hop outlet was on edge. No music drops, no public appearances, and yet his catalog decade-old tracks still refused to leave the charts. Spotify curated an entire playlist called The Kendrick Effect. And Billboard quietly slid all right back into the top 20 after a sudden surge in daily streams. Industry execs were calling it a phenomenon. Fans were calling it a movement. But behind closed doors, it was causing panic. In a leaked voice note from an Atlantic Records meeting, one exec can be heard saying, "If Kendrick really leaves music and does some Nelson Mandela-type pivot, we'll lose control of the entire narrative. He's not just an artist anymore, he's an idea now, and you can't shut down an idea." Meanwhile, Big Sean's shots were getting louder. His team launched a surprise EP titled Rebuilt from Rubble, 6 tracks that sounded suspiciously aimed at Kendrick. One line in particular had the internet spinning. "How you preaching from the mountain?" But the village never healed. You ghosting all your people while they praying for a meal. The bars were biting and fans were divided. Some applauded Sean for finally standing up. Others called it a cheap shot at a man who's too deep in his purpose to play ego games. While Sean was firing lyrical warning shots, another move was happening behind the scenes. A powerful industry figure had returned, someone whose history with Kendrick goes way back and whose silence in recent years had people thinking he was retired for good. Yes, the doctor. Dre, the architect of West Coast hip-hop. The man who gave Kendrick the cosign that launched his entire career? Dre had been low-key for years, focused on health, tech ventures, and occasional executive moves. But insiders say when he saw the Sean situation brewing, the PG Long fallout, the rumors of Kendrick's possible exit, picked up the phone and made a call that changed everything. One source said Dre told a closed circle, "You don't let the throne sit empty. Not on my coast." Within 72 hours, Dre was spotted at an undisclosed studio in Los Angeles. Blurred photos leaked online, Dre, Kendrick, and Shaw all in the same room, a mysterious USB drive labeled Untitled. The witness tapes was photographed on the mixing console. Fans lost it. What was on the drive? A new album, a documentary, or something bigger. But while the world was focused on that studio session, something darker was happening in the background. PG Lang, once thought to be a revolutionary, label-free creative collective, was now at the center of a quiet power struggle. After Dave Free's unfollowing, rumors swirled that another high-ranking member, a mysterious investor from Europe, had threatened to pull funding if Kendrick didn't follow through on his visual prophecy deal. Allegedly, this investor had poured millions into building a platform around Kendrick's unreleased docuseries, expecting it to become the next black-owned streaming empire, but Kendrick had gone rogue. He had reportedly been in negotiations with an independent African-owned distribution company to release the visual series globally, bypassing Western platforms entirely. The goal, to reclaim ownership of Black storytelling without the influence of corporate hands. But that move, it broke contracts. And it made enemies. Someone, nobody knows who, tried to leak the entire visual project online. Only 5 minutes of grainy footage surfaced before being taken down. But it was enough to get people talking. In one frame, Kendrick is seen walking through a burned-out church in South Central, holding a notebook and saying, "Truth don't need a label. It just needs witnesses." The phrase, "it just needs witnesses," started trending worldwide. People started printing it on shirts. Activists used it in protests. Pastors quoted it in sermons. Schools painted it in murals. And just like that, Kendrick's silence became a spiritual echo that was bigger than music, but not everybody is feeling the love. Inside Kendrick's family, tensions were reportedly rising. Sources close to the family claimed that an aunt who helped raise Kendrick during his early years in Compton had been trying to reach him for months with no response. She later posted a now-deleted Facebook status saying, "Fame and faith don't mix if you lose your roots." Fans quickly screenshot it and began wondering. Kendrick's transformation into a silent icon had come at the cost of the people closest to him. Then came the bombshell. During a live interview on a hip-hop panel, show top dog himself, Anthony Tiffeth, appeared unexpectedly and spoke directly to the camera. In a moment that went instantly viral, he said, his voice was calm but powerful as he said, "Thank you for witnessing. Now the real work begins." And with that, Kendrick Lamar silently destroyed the charts and rebuilt the culture, reminding the world that sometimes the quietest moves make the biggest impact. And that's the story for now. But what comes next? Will Kendrick drop a new album? Will the rivalry with Big Sean turn into collaboration? Will Paglang reshape the entertainment landscape forever? Only time will tell. But here's what we know. The rap game will never be the same. So what do you think? Is Kendrick's silence a genius strategy or a sign of something deeper? Will he return to the mic or keep building from the shadows? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button if you're feeling this story. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter in this epic saga. This is just the beginning. And trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. So there you have it, the incredible saga of Kendrick Lamar's silent takeover of the charts. The surprise drama with Big Sean, the fallout and healing within Paglang, and Kendrick's unexpected journey from rap icon to global visionary. Emotions ran high, loyalties were tested, and the family was left divided only to come back stronger than ever. Fans are shocked, the industry is shook, and the culture is buzzing like never before. But here's the real question. What does all this mean for the future of hip-hop? Is Kendrick about to drop a new era-defining album? Or is he truly stepping into a new role beyond music? Will the rivalry with Big Sean spark legendary collabs? Or burn bridges forever? And how far will Paglang go in reshaping the game? We want to hear your thoughts. Do you believe Kendrick's silence is the ultimate power move? Or is there more drama waiting to unfold? What do you think about Big Sean's return? And how do you feel about Kendrick's new global mission? Drop your hottest opinions down in the comments below. Don't hold back. And if you vibed with this deep dive into the drama, smash that like button and share this video with your crew. You know the algorithm loves it when we keep the conversation going. And hey, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Trust me, you don't want to miss the next episode, because with Kendrick, Big Sean, and Paglang, the story is far from over. Stay tuned, stay real, and as always, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next.